Yeah, so this is our RPA project for on the title Invoice Data Extraction and Email Automation. So what we basically intend to do here is we have a directory of directory which has multiple files. So these files are nothing but invoices. They contain some data inside them, and we are going to extract the data inside these tables. We will be storing these tables, I mean data in these tables into the Excel sheet here. Okay, so yeah, I'll get on with the explanation of the code. So we are passing through each file in the directory here for using for each, and then we are extracting the data text using tesseract OCR. Then next we are splitting the uh, text output in based on the new line character, and then we are passing through each item in the formatted var array. Yeah, this is uh, some required necessary parsing techniques because we when we get the output from this tables, we get it in terms of pipeline or an I symbol. So we are basically trying to remove any kind of space that comes between these the data and the table borders. Okay, so yeah, this is about that, and yeah, this is all the pre-processing steps involved. I'll just show them once. Yeah, we are removing the first two, the last two, and yeah, similarly trimming them, replacing if there is any discrepancies, like if it reads a square bracket inside instead of the required pipeline or I symbol. So yeah, next, um, yeah, hmm. Next we are using the application. We are using an if block to check if the data table val contains a quantity or a description that is nothing but the header of the table. And then if we check, we are going to check that and open an Excel application scope. We're going to read the range, whatever is present in the sheet, store it in a temp table. Then using that temp table, we'll check if it is empty or not using this uh, condition. And then if it is empty, then we are going to append the header, or else we won't append the header because that's not required. It already contains it. Hmm. We are next coming to generating the data table based on the values. We convert them in. We are storing them into a data table based on the separator pipeline symbol here. We are getting that data table val with whatever stored in the text in the form of a data table output variable. Next, we are going passing through each row in the data table output. So uh, we are trimming them if there is any more spaces between uh, text. And next we are reading the Excel sheet and storing that data into the Excel data table. Then we are going through each row in the Excel data table. Again, we are doing the same thing, trimming them. Next, here comes the main part where we are checking if if the Excel sheet contains items which are currently being are stored in the data table val variable. So we are using row index equal to -1 as a flag. So if by using lookup table we identify the search val. Search val is the item, a row item of column number one, which is the name of the item, and then we identify the row index if it is present, and we change row index to something. We are changing the row index with whatever is the output of lookup data table. Hmm. And then this is a message box. And yeah, next we have an if block to check if the row index is not equal to -1. That means the item was not found. Uh, I mean, if it is not equal to -1, that means it has changed. So the item has been found. So we are updating the existing quantity. We are getting the existing quantity stored in the Excel data table, and we are updating the new quantity with the existing quantity. Same goes with the amount, multiplying with the existing quantity and the amount. And next, we are removing the data row. So why we are doing this is because at the later stages we'll be appending the newly updated row items directly to the Excel sheet. Yeah, this is some message box to check for if the search val has been found. And again, along with removing in the data table, we are also removing the row in the Excel sheet also. Finally, we are appending the data table output values into the sheet. And yeah, at the end, we are calculating the total and storing it in the G1 cell, which is nothing but a formula for sum of all elements in the dth column. So now I'll get on with the demo. I'll run this code program file. As you can see, it automatically opens the image. We need to wait for some time for the OCR to scan. And this is what has been scanned by the OCR. During this time, the items in the data table are being pre-processed, as I showed earlier. Yeah, as you can see, the quantity, the header has been added to the Excel sheet, and these are the remaining values in the table, and these will get added to the Excel sheet one by one. So this says the item has not been found, uh, where the row index is -1, so it has not been found. So it will just append these items to the Excel sheet directly. This is the final list of items. These are getting appended. This is the data from the second image. Since we are trying to parse the text from the image based on the pipeline and I of the table, this is taking a little bit more time. Yeah, so all these items are new, so they'll just get added or appended to the Excel sheet directly. So yeah, that's the end of one case where you don't have the workbook is empty and directly the products are getting added. Now I'll show another case where there are some items already present in the Excel sheet and we are trying to read those same items from the image. For example, I just remove one or two items from this list to show the comparison of how it works. Yeah. Now I'll run the same program again. Now this time, since there are items already present in the Excel sheet, it shouldn't get added appended directly. The quantity and the amount should change. So now as you can see, the row index value is not -1, it is 1. That means the item has been found in row number 1, since the indexing starts from 0. And there we delete the row item, similar to the remaining items as well. Now the third item which I removed from the Excel sheet was driver, and it has not been found. These are the set of items that will get appended. I'll just show after this process how the items have been updated. So the quantity has changed from 1 to 2, and for this one it has become 2 to 4. The total it's dynamically calculated because we have entered the formula from the previous iteration. Similarly, for the remaining items as well, front windshield wiper found in row index 1. The 1 and 2 difference is nothing but the uh, index 1 for the data table and in the index 2 for the Excel sheet. Yeah, so we successfully it has successfully identified that the front end lamp is not in the Excel sheet. These are the items that will get appended. Two items of this front sheet windshield wiper, 200. 200 into 2 is 400. Similarly for all other items. And yeah, so that's the end of our project. Yeah, and thank you.